this fucking rap game like it's 2K. Dunking on these bitches, Akeem, Elijah Wan. I'm Jordan mixed with LeBron. Rest in peace to the king, we still on this marathon. How can you kill your brother? And I'm just like you. Couple choices took advantage and my dreams came true. Gotta live your life or they gon' live it for you. I ain't here to judge and preach these words, I must repeat. Gotta live your life or they gon' live it for you. Hear it but don't comprehend these words I say again. Gotta live your life or they gon' live it for you. Build and destroy you, so the dream while in.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we got two things we're gonna knock out today. First off, I got a new transmission for the car. I'll show you that in a second. But one thing we're gonna be doing is making a engine hoist bracket for the LS engine, so we can just easily hook it up, pull it out, something cool. It's a little DIY project instead of spending 40 bucks on it one. And second thing we're gonna do is clearance the transmission tunnel so we can fit the transmission in there. So should be a pretty simple video today. Hopefully it comes out good and you guys enjoy the content. But let's go ahead and jump into it, get started, and I'll show you the transmission right now. Alrighty, so the transmission is a Tremec T56. This is like F-body Camaro OEM transmission that usually goes with the LS1. Buddy Trevor came over, sold this to me, so shout out to him. He drove it up here from San Diego. It has the cross mount already and stuff. He hooked it up, man. He gave me it's got a new slave, new throw up bearing, remote bleeder, new clutch line, and it looks good still. So he said this throw up bearing is brand new. Yeah, it feels brand new. And then I got a S14 LS swap drive shaft by Sicky. He even gave me some fluid, and then a Sicky shifter. So super excited about that. Basically it's plug and play, which is freaking awesome. Usually, you know, there's more stuff you gotta get, but it looks like everything's here. So basically I should get a flywheel from Action Clutch and we will be good to go. So in order for this transmission to fit, this bell housing is pretty big. It looks like the ears, cool, you already cut them off. So the ears, there's usually ears here that you gotta cut off with a cutoff wheel and a grinder. It looks like he already took care of that for me, so that's sweet. I know he had that in RX-7 before, so probably similar process. So yeah, basically that's the transmission. Here's the tunnel, and as you can see, it's a lot more of a shallow arc. So all we need to do is hit that with a sledgehammer, clearance up a bit, and we're gonna make a plate so we can just bolt it to the top here, right on the valley, and it'll have some holes in it, so we can just hoist it out of there super easy instead of dealing with it. I actually lifted this thing in here by hand last time, all by myself, so that wasn't fun. Let's go ahead and get to work. Basically, I think all I'm gonna do is take the OEM valley cover over here, and then we will set this on some steel. And I got some 3/16 plate laying around here somewhere, not too sure where. Oh, it's over there. It's under this all. But yeah, so I'll just basically trace this out on some steel, cut out another little square piece of one, just like a simple rectangle shape, drill some holes in there. That way the hook from the hoist will fit in there. And actually I have a leveler. I believe it's over here. Yeah, so got a leveler. And so basically maybe I'll just, actually it doesn't matter, I'll just use the hook. We'll use the hook, I think. So I'll put a couple holes in there so I can use the hook and then the leveler. But it should be easy, straightforward. Just two pieces of steel, weld them together, drill holes for the bolts, and we'll use the OEM valley cover bolts to attach it. And other than that, it's pretty easy. So let's go ahead and get started on this. Okay guys, for this project you're gonna need a marker, some 3/16 plate, just cold rolled steel, your OEM valley cover so that we can trace the exact shape on there and line up the holes, drill those holes. So you'll need a bit to be able to drill those, which will probably be just a regular bit, something like these. That's a masonry bit, something smaller for steel. And then you're gonna need a cutoff wheel and a grinder, and you can get those from Harbor Freight for I think 15 bucks for the grinder, and the wheels are like $5. So it's a pretty affordable project. You can use that next time in your future projects, and it's not going to cost you $40 online to get it. So, and it's something fun for you to do in your garage. So, and then obviously you'll need a welder to be able to weld it together. If you don't have a gas MIG welder with gas, you can just flux core it. It's no big deal. And if anything, it's going to burn hotter and get better penetration. So maybe I'll show you that instead of gas welding today. I don't know, but yeah. So let's go ahead and cut out our little design. We'll get our 2 plates made up. We'll get it mocked up, drilled, and weld it. Pull the engine, and then we'll start clearancing the transmission tunnel. So let's go ahead and get started. Also, shout out to EOT for the merch. It's a lemonade shirt, so appreciate that, dude. Totally forgot that was in here. I haven't been in my garage in a hot minute, so alrighty, let's get to it.
Play this fucking rap game like it's 2K. Dunking on these bitches, Akeem, Elijah Wan. I'm Jordan mixed with LeBron. Rest in peace to the king. We still on this marathon. How can you kill your brother? And I'm just like you. Couple choices took advantage and my dreams came true. Gotta live your life or they gon' live it for you. I ain't here to judge and preach these words. I must repeat, gotta live your life or they gon' live it for you. Hear it but don't comprehend these words. I say again, gotta live your life or they gon' live it for you. Build and destroy you. Sold a dream while in college, but yet nobody employ you. All I'm giving here is straight facts. Most of the shit that you learn, you can learn it on YouTube. No whining or boo-hoo. Get off your ass, my nigga. Repeat the process till it comes true. Repetition, discipline, make the greatest.
Okay, so I got all the holes drilled. I used that smaller steel bit for a pilot, and I just marked all my holes with the OEM one, and then all I do is, you know, drill that with a pilot and then do a step up WD-40 for a cutting oil, and it actually looks like an OEM valley cover, so pretty sweet. And then just clean all the shavings off, and all I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna flip it over, because you're gonna have burrs on the opposite side, like so. There we go. So now I'm just gonna take the step bit on this side, and that'll clean those burrs off for me. And then yeah, I double checked all the holes with the OEM bolt, so I know it's gonna fit. And if you want, you could probably oversize it a little bit, just a tiny bit, so you can maneuver it on there. And yeah, so the last thing's gonna be to cut out the vertical piece and weld it on there, give us a mounting point. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so we got our valley cover, and then we have the second plate, which is going to weld on there. And basically I just cut this out like so, just like a 3" by 10" plate. Now I can just use my hole saw. I'm gonna do some pilots first, drill some holes out, that way the little hook on the hoist will actually connect to it, and then I measured out center point and center point, and then we'll just weld that in place, and we're pretty much done. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so what you just saw me do is cut everything out, get everything drilled, and I just prepped it with acetone for welding. So I'll show you right now. Alright, so here's my plate with the rings. This is where my thing's gonna mount to, my engine hoist. And then here's the actual valley cover. So now all I have to do is weld this, and then we can throw it on the engine. Alrighty guys, so we have our plate, our holes drilled, everything's cleaned. I cleaned it all up with acetone. On the second plate that we cut, I actually beveled it really good so we get some good penetration on that. And I did bevel both sides, so that'll fill in there nice and hot and penetrate well. Then I found the center from the length, which is about 9 inches here, and then I marked the center from the width, which is about 3 inches. Then I went ahead and made 2 marks. I placed my second plate right where I want it, and then I chalked it up here with this little 90-degree magnet. And then now I'm going to do is tack this in place with a welder and then just weld it out. So that's about it. Alrighty, I got that welded up. Came out pretty good. Seems like we got good heat into it. A little bit of a struggle welding 3/16 with that welder. It's just a 110 welder, but should be all right. Cool. Alrighty, so we got it all bolted up. It's just a 13 mil on top, and just snug them up. Don't like over torque it and snap a stud or anything. It is an aluminum block, well, at least for me. Now we'll just crank it out. Alright, so I got it hooked up. Got the mounts loose. Let's see how this works. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so that wraps up the first part of the video. As you can see, it's holding the engine fine. Haven't tested it with the transmission yet, but we will eventually. So yeah, that came up pretty sick. And I just got it mounted on the middle hole there. And I got the Harbor Freight all the way down so it can fit under there. And you're not gonna be able to get the links if you're using a Harbor Freight one under the car. So jack the car up first, then go ahead and get the engine up in the air. So now we can start bashing in the transmission tunnel. Alright, babe. So here's the sledgehammer.
No, I'm not gonna.
Here's the sledgehammer. All I want you to do, see this little, see right here, where that black marker is? I just want you to whack it as hard as you can. Just freaking go whack that. Just step in there and go whack it. Yeah, there you go. Dang, okay, okay.
Can see it.
Who's it?
Can't see shit.
It's getting better. It's getting better. It's hard, but
hard.
basically we got to do that
That's a workout.
to fit this one because it doesn't fit.
What?
Yeah, you see, that's why I'm beating it in. Well, you're beating it in. Good job. High five, babe. Yeah. I'll just repaint it.
What the?
Keep going. Wait, what did you say though? You said you like doing this?
Yeah.
Why? You like hurting my car?
Yeah.
And that's for my savings account.
This is my chip money.
This is for my 401k. Dang, she putting in work.
It's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Not bad. Almost there. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. 4 inches from the pinch weld to here. I made a line, and then 6 inches a second line where I'm just bashing all this in about an inch or two to make clearance for that T56. So I guess let's just keep working on it. Oh gosh. All right, and that's how that's looking. So I think we're about done. I'm not gonna test fit the trans on this video, but I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you learned something, and I'll see you guys next time.
Peaceful times just create weak men. Train your body and your mind, take them both to the gym. Magic woman won't listen cause you don't know how to lead, but what you lack in the spiritual, you don't know how to read. My homie lost himself in the streets cause his father went missing. Had to cut so many y'all since my life been ascending. Realized most people around was never growing with me. Tell me if it's all on the line, would you put in work with me? If I could pay bills with emotions, we'd be somewhere across seas by the ocean. Under palm trees, Louis sandals in the sand, getting a massage by a thick bitch from Japan. But I can't realize we got more work to do. It's some orders to shift and product to move. The rent is due. Real life, I can't wait on you. Single father with a daughter, only calculated moves. Really ain't nothing been hustling since we was jits. Since Nelly wasn't forces, bitch, I had my paper thick. Student of the game, most of these niggas computer pimps. Don't know how to crack a bitch. Real high play.